Hi guys, let us understand the next, that is a query API. And as we have seen here, criteria API. In the criteria API, we were using the create query method, right? So, but we are passing the object there like student object. Here, what we can do, we can pass string here. Okay. So see the differences there. We are passing object, right, in the criteria query. Here in this we'll use string. So write a string as in conditions or what are the statement we are having. Let us try to make this now. So I'll just say right click new Java project, and I'll say here query through query API, query API with Hibernate. Okay, with Hibernate, right? And just say next and finish it. So another criteria API and query API. Right click new package com.example, finish, add Hibernate capabilities, my clips, add Hibernate capabilities, next, select next, and then say browse your package and finish it, right? So we have added now, add, what is that? HBM2DDL, say update, not create. So the statement, so SQL statement, true. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll not create these all client class and pozo class and HBM. I just copy from here in the previous example which we have done, and I'll paste it here, right? And here I'll go to the CFG and I'll say here in mapping add Hibernate mapping file, right? Done. Save this job, close it now. So what we have to do now? So everything is fine. Student.java, you can see this is the three property and getter setter only. In my HBM, you can see the source, just class name and mapping and all, right? So everything is almost same. So what you have to do, just you have to do changes in your query, right? So close it this all, and then come to your client manager. So I'll not write all these things, so just writing configuration and all. Look at this part only. So in this, what we have to do, here we have written a criteria, right? Here we have written the conditions and all restrictions. So what we'll do, instead of writing this object here, we will write a string. Last time we passed the string and we faced the problem, right? So we're writing a student or class as a string. Now this time what we'll write here, from com.example.student. So select all the records from this table and display it. Everything is same. I'm not doing anything, right? Just I have done the changes here only. Let us try to run this query now. Run as Java application. Okay. Unknown entity from com.example.student. What is this? Okay, so I think in CFG we have added that source. Yeah, student.hbm we have added now, and com.example.student. That's correct. We have written. and crt.list. Okay, uh, another difference is what here we have to use query, not so I'll just say here queue, query queue. So that is a query API we are using here, org Hibernate. So that was a mistake here. And session dot create query, not create criteria, right? So I'll just tell you here the differences. Here we are using create query. Here we are using the method what? Create criteria, right? Create criteria, if you remember. So I just deleting and modifying this concept. So first we are using create criteria from the criteria API, right? And here I am using query API. So that is the difference here. Create query here. Okay. So query queue session dot create query from this, and here I will say here queue dot list. See the difference here. Queue dot list. So now let us try run as Java application. So we're getting the whole records, right? Now if you want to put the condition here, what we'll do now? If you want to put condition, so we can write here the condition itself, where, like in SQL we write now. So we can write here where age greater than 20. Okay, save it and then run this code again. Run as Java application. So we are getting the only records who is having age more than 20, correct? So you can see the table here. So two guys are not having more than 20, S4 and S9, only 1, 2, 3, 5. So I'm getting this record. So if we can pass all these conditions here as you're passing with the SQL. So there's a query API here, right? So that's all about the query through query API. Okay,